Halloween makeup tutorial. I am really excited about this one. This is the one that I was the most pumped and amped to film. I've been seeing mermaid looks for years now and I've always wanted to recreate it, so I figured this is the perfect opportunity. So let's just jump right into this video. As always, I'm going to start off with my Nivea Men's Post Shave Balm, and I'm going to rub this all over my face until it gets tacky, just so that the makeup lasts all night long. Then I'm going to go in with a wax crayon, and I'm just going to apply this on my eyebrow hairs to keep them in place. Now we're going to fill in our brows, and I'm going to be using 3 liquid lipstick shades from Jeffree Star Cosmetics to do this. And I'm going to start with Blue Velvet on the tail of my brow in a very thin angled liner brush, and I'm going to sketch out the bottom line, then the top line, and then I'm going to fill it in. And with these lipsticks, they're a little thin, so you are going to have to go over it a couple times to get it to be as dark as you want. So just take your time to make sure that you get the shape as crisp and clean as possible. Then I'm going to go in with Jawbreaker, and I'm going to be using this on the middle portion of my brows just to kind of give it a gradient ombre effect. So I'm just going to line it, then fill it in and blend it in with the Blue Velvet a little bit. Then I'm going in with Breakfast at Tiffany's. Now I'm using this at the very tip of my brow, and I want to give it a very squared off, clean look. So I'm just going to take my time and blend it into Jawbreaker and then square off the ends, and that is it. Now I'm going to go in and clean up underneath with my MAC Waterproof Foundation in the color NW20. And I'm just going to clean up underneath the brows, making it as crisp and clean as possible because I want them to be a very sharp brow. Now I'm going to go in with that foundation, and I'm going to do my full coverage foundation routine off camera. Then I'm going to go in with my Coty airspun after my full coverage is done. And I'm going to bake underneath my eyes. And I'm going to be using a lot of powder because I don't want any fallout from my eyeshadow. So I'm going to load the powder underneath my eyes. Then I'm going to go in and prep my lids using the Smashbox 24-hour primer. And I'm just going to use my finger and apply this all over my lid space. Then going back in with my translucent powder and a fluffy brush. And I'm just going to set my lids. For eyeshadow, I'm going to be using the 35B palette from Morphe. And I'm just going to mix some of the blue shades together, and I'm going to lightly dust them into my crease. Now you want to take your time with this and slowly build up the color. You don't want to go right away really hard with the color because diffusing it out is going to be a little difficult. So you want to use a light hand and just pack it on until you get the intensity that you desire. And as you can see, I am winging out the shadow just a little bit at first, and then I'm going to go back in and really wing it out. And I'm also taking the color all the way in to my brow in the center, and then I'm also going to be bringing it on my nose as the start of a contour as well. Then taking a flat lid brush, I'm going to pack on those same colors on the outer third of my eye. Then I'm also going to be taking it on the inner third of my eye, and we're going to be doing a little bit of a halo effect. You also want to take that shadow down the nose a little bit, and as well as connecting the lid so that it's very small open space. Then taking my primer potion from Urban Decay, and I'm going to pop this in the center of my lid. And then right on top of it, I'm taking the green shade from the 35B palette and putting it right on top of it. Then I'm going to take a big fluffy brush, and I'm going to just dust off all of the bake underneath our eyes because we're done with the top of the lids. Then I'm going to take that same blue shadow, and I'm going to be dragging it down towards my cheekbone. And you want to use a light hand so it just gets very light and more of a dusted look right over your cheekbone. This is just to make everything a little bit more dramatic because it's Halloween and that's what it's all about. Then I'm going to take the blue shadow and I'm going to put it on the outer half of my lower lash line. Then taking the green and putting it on the inner half of my lower lash line. Then I'm going to take the blue again and I'm going to lightly contour my nose with it, using very, very light pressure because we don't want this to be too harsh, but we definitely want it to be noticeable. So I'm just going to dust it down the sides of my nose as well as underneath the tip. Then taking the dark teal from the eyeshadow palette, now I'm going to start by contouring my cheekbones, and I'm going to apply most of the product right underneath where my contour would normally start. Then I'm going to lightly diffuse it upwards towards my cheekbone. Then I'm also going to take it along my jawline. Now you want to take it along the entire jawline, and then we are also going to be bringing it down on the sides of our necks. Then you're also going to take it up onto your forehead. So basically everywhere we would regularly contour, we're doing that. We're just going to be using teal shadow instead of your traditional brown contour powders. Now I'm taking Mint Condition by Jeffree Star Cosmetics, and I'm going to apply this all over my cheek. You're going to take it from the shadow all the way down to the cheek contour. This is to give us that glam highlighted look, but you want to just glow everywhere for this. So we want to place it on our entire cheek. Then I am going to go and take it up onto my forehead. I'm going to apply it all over the contoured area on my forehead. Then I'm going to take it down my nose. Then I'm going to apply a little bit on my chin and my cupid's bow as well as always, because I don't think it'd be possible for me not to do those two spots. Now I'm going to put on the fishnet stockings. Now when you're putting them on, you want to be very careful because you want to pull it away from your face and slide it down over, because we don't want to mess up any of the makeup that we've already done. And yes, I'm aware I look absolutely ridiculous. Next, you're going to take those blue shadows that you used on your eyes, and I'm going to pack it on my cheekbone. You want to place it on where your contour would start. And the reason we're using packing motions is because if we swipe, we could move the stockings and then you're not going to get the effects of scales. Then I'm also going to take it down on my jawline as well as my forehead. So basically I'm going to apply this everywhere that we applied a contour powder, because you just want to give the scales a sporadic look. You don't want your whole face to be covered in scales. Then I'm going to take off the stockings, and to do that I'm going to pull it away from my face and then up and over. And then I'm just looking to make sure that I got enough of the scales where I wanted them. And now I'm going to go ahead and apply lashes and curl my hair, and I'll be right back. Now I'm going in with the Morphe 35E palette. I'm going to pick up this color right here and pop it on my inner corners. This is just going to really brighten up the eyes a little bit more. Then I'm going to take a blue eyeliner and I'm going to use it to line my lips. And I'm just going to line the outer corners of my lips. I'm going to leave the center bare. Then I'm going to pick up Jeffree Star Velour Liquid Lipstick in Blue Velvet, and I'm going to fill in my lips just where we lined. Again, I'm going to leave the center bare. Then I'm going to take Breakfast at Tiffany's by Jeffree Star, and I'm going to pop it right in the center. And this is going to help create an ombre effect. Then I'm going to use my fingers to blend everything out. So I'm just going to take patting motions very carefully just to keep everything inside of my lips, and I'm going to blend it out. Then I'm taking Mint Condition one last time, and I'm going to pop this right on top of Breakfast at Tiffany's, and this is just going to give that shiny, metallic, glowy finish. Going back into my Morphe 35E palette, and I'm picking up that yellow, and I'm going to lightly apply it right in the very, very center of my lips, and this is just going to give it a green mermaid teal hue to it. And that is it for this look. I am obsessed with it. I wish it was okay to wear this kind of makeup every day, which it is totally not. But I'm okay with that because I don't think I'm taking my makeup off anytime soon. I'm living for this look. I really hope you guys liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy Halloween.